All right, what's happening, Social Send fam? So I figured out a few different design improvements for the wallet. This screen hasn't changed at all. It's pretty much the same as it was before. Once again, I've got Social Send selected here, so it's showing you your assets in Social Send, and it's also showing you how much Social Send you have, and that's why this color is highlighted, this icon is highlighted, and it's white there, and these ones are grayed out kind of, and these ones are kind of grayed out because we have Social Send selected. Again, if you clicked it, a different one, if you clicked BTC or USD coin or Ohm or Vitae or whatever, then all of that would change. Once again, the copy button is to copy your Social Send wallet address, and this is the QR code button. You press that and it gets bigger. And once again, down here, we're seeing our 6-month portfolio stats and how that looks. So that is the main wallet screen. This screen also has not changed. Once again, this is just the menu. You've got your wallet menu, which takes you back to that screen we were just at. You've got the send option, the stake option, the exchange option, your address books, the rain option, voting, and settings. And this menu has also not changed from the last version. And those bring you to all these other pages. Favorites has changed a little bit. I decided to simplify things and get rid of all the colors, just make it black and white. It should be pretty clear that this is favorites. Star is kind of the universal symbol for favorites now, and these favorites are going to be ordered in which ones you use the most often. The app's going to automatically organize your favorites by the ones that you use the most often. That's the idea. Once again, I have changed the send wallet just a little bit here. I moved the send wallet address copy paste selection area here, and I've put double check addresses because you want to make sure that you're sending a send address. If you've got send selected, you want to make sure that you're using a Vitae address if you've got Vitae selected, a Bitcoin address if you've got Bitcoin selected, etc. Once again, this QR code opens up the QR scanner, as does this button, the scanner, and Luck now just picks one of your contacts at random. I got rid of the rain button here on this screen because you don't need it. If you remember, that's actually back in the menu option right here. So we didn't need an extra rain button in that other menu. I thought that the simpler the better, right? Get rid of it. And that's pretty much it for the send select screen. Once you do select somebody, this screen hasn't changed at all. It shows you a picture of your contact. It shows you what their name is. It shows you what network they're on. And it defaults to the currency that they prefer. In this case, we're on US dollars, and we've selected $6.66 out of 32,445 USD that we have in our Social Send platform wallet. And we click the send button, and away it goes. And again, you could put the US dollar amount and then click another button like Vitae, and then it would translate this $6.66 automatically into Vitae, which right about now would be about 6 Vitae. So you could pay your babysitter 6 Vitae if you wanted to. The staking options also haven't changed much. I've still got the improvement with the 1 day, 1 month, 6 month, 1 year, 5 year, 10 year. I think that these numbers are wrong. I think that the way that I'm doing it on the other one is better. So sorry for not updating that. I forgot, but I'll show you what I'm talking about in a moment. Once again, we have US dollar selected. So it's showing you all the totals in US dollar, saying you have $885 worth of Vitae, staking about 300 Vitae over a 6-month period, because the 6 month is highlighted there. Very typical, very much the same as it was before. And once again, US dollars held, Bitcoin held, because they're not staking. The ones that are staking are staking. This is showing you the total dollar amount that you have, and the total dollar amount that you will receive staking in 6 months, according to this, according to the current stats. And once again, there's a link to the projection down here, and the projection screen I've cleaned up quite a bit. Again, now I've got the option down here for 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 6 month, 1 year, and 2 year. I think those numbers are a little bit better and more useful than the other numbers that we had before. I think I had 1 day, 1 month, 6 month, 5 year, and 10 year, or something ridiculous. I think this is a lot more useful, these numbers here. This is showing the 1 day calculation, and it's showing the 1 day calculation over the course of a year. So from now, where we're making, looks like $12 or something, to a year from now, where we should be making over $30 per day staking, at current market prices, current staking numbers, everything else. Once again, the simple exchange is exactly the same as it was before. Once again, these are drop-down menus. When you click this, it opens a list of all the currencies that you've got selected on the wallet, and you can scroll through them, scroll up and down through them, and select the one you want to sell. And same thing with this menu here. You could do the same thing with which one you want to buy. You put the amount you want to sell in there, and it automatically turns the one you want to buy into as many as the equivalent amount of whatever the coin is that you're going to sell. And then you click exchange, and boom, you exchange. And once again, if you click the simple exchange up here, then that would take you to the complex exchange, which I'm not really designing. We're basically going to just totally riff off the Binance mobile app, which I hear has a great complex exchange. So the address book is just a little bit cleaner. I took out the colors again. I think that, this looks better with just the stars indicating a favorite, an empty star or a star outline indicating that they are not a favorite. And once again, I've shown now that you can have rain groups in your favorites. That's a feature that I think is going to be very useful. Once again, you click here, you can start typing the name, and that will narrow this list down according to what letters are in the name. And again, this is a scrollable list where you can scroll up and down through all of your contacts. That's the idea there. So that's the address book. If you select a name in the address book, then you get to this screen where you can actually edit your contact. The thing that I've added here is I've added a camera button there, so you can change the picture of your contact. If you click here, then you're going to be able to change the name, and if you click here, you can change what their default currency they prefer to be paid in. You click here, you can change what network you pay them on, and if you click here, you can change what rain group they're in. And once again, this person is a favorite because the star is filled in. If it was the circle with the empty star, then you know that they were not a favorite. And once again, this X down here is for deleting the contact if you wanted to delete the contact from your social send. Address book. Let's see. Okay, so this is a new rain screen. Rain screen now has one different option that I hadn't considered before, but I think it would be good to have this option. Right now, we've selected USD up here, and so it's showing you how much USD you have. It's showing USD logo here, and it's showing how much USD you want to make it rain with. And right now, we've selected our favorites. Once again, though, you could select different rain groups, the send channel, the social send Discord channel, all of your contacts, the band, or just literally every contact you've got. Again, all of this is configurable, and you can change what your list would look like here. Now, the difference is here I've added this defaults button. Now, the defaults button is an interesting idea. You click defaults and make it rain by clicking the rain button, and automatically, first of all, the defaults would highlight and turn white, and it would just do whatever the last coin you were down here. But it would actually rain on everybody what their default selected coin is. So going back to the babysitter, you see that her default selected coin is Bitcoin. So she would receive that rain in Bitcoin. If somebody else had social send here, or Vitae here, or OhmCoin here, then in that case, if you click defaults, they would get whatever it was that was selected in the address book as their default. So you could make it rain multiple currencies to multiple different people. Anyway, just an idea that I thought would be really cool to add, so that, because some people want to only get social send, some people want to only get Vitae, some people only want to get Bitcoin. And by changing what their default is, you can update and send them the equivalent amount of their default. Now, again, first you select the currency up here, and that's the currency you'll be sending. So in this example, USD is selected. So you'd be sending your USD stable token, whatever USD stable token we end up using in the long term. And basically, it will automatically send the USD stable token percentage rain-wise to everybody in that rain group, in the favorites rain group. But if they have a different default and you have default selected and default was highlighted, then it would send the equivalent amount of whatever their favorite is for that, whatever their default is for that person. So Bitcoin, Ohm, Vitae, Send, whichever one that person likes to get, they'd get the equivalent amount of what was being rained in USD but in their preferred coin. So I just think that's a really interesting, cool idea. Rain channels, again, this is where you would select which rain channels you want to have highlighted. Again, I'm shown here that we have the band and the send platform highlighted. So when you go to that rain list, those would be the only two things listed here. It would only show the send channel and band. It wouldn't show favorites, all contacts, or everyone, because those aren't highlighted over there in this list here. But if they were checked in this list, then it would add those as well. So just showing that everything's configurable. Once again, this is for the voting, to vote which coin is going to be next on the platform. And everybody gets 1 vote per day if they have 100 social send in their wallet. But again, you can buy a vote for 50 send and make it rain on everybody who's holding a wallet. And this is how you buy a vote here. You click on the blue button, and there's a clear warning that this button is indicating you will be losing 50 social send when you press that rain button. So right away, this number would go to 304, and then it would say you have 2 votes available here. And then you could go back to the voting screen and vote twice for 2 different coins, or vote twice for the same coin if you wanted to. So, and then the settings screen. And in this settings screen example, I've just shown that this is a more, realistic use case scenario, because we actually have a few things selected here. We've got social send, notifications, and Discord. So this user would only be using Discord, would only be using social send, and would have their notifications enabled. So that's it for the settings there. And I believe that is it for the new wallet design. Again, I'm not really a graphic designer. I'm sure it could be prettier. I like dark themes. Most of the people I know like dark themes. So I would definitely like to see a dark theme if possible. But other than that, I don't really have any design cue elements other than functionality. I mean, the point of this is supposed to be functional. Here you've got a social send logo, so even somebody colorblind would know what it is. Same with this, same with this, same with this, same with this. And same with these up here. They're clearly labeled, and they have the icon. So even if you were colorblind, you'd still know which one you were on. But this one is white down here, and the color is brighter, which means that's why this one's selected. So that's it. That's the latest wallet design idea that I have. I'm interested in your feedback, how we can make this more functional and practical. I just want to make it as easy to use as possible. And I think we are pretty close to having it, as easy as can be, and yet totally functional in a way that people could actually use for a day-to-day business. I really love the idea of making it rain on your, like your business partners, and also selecting defaults. So if one of your business partners wanted to get $100 worth of Bitcoin, they would. If one of them wanted to get $100 worth of Ohm coin, they would. Say if you were going to rain onto a group that had 2 people in it, and you're raining $200, each one would get $100 of whatever coin they preferred if you selected defaults. So just an interesting idea. Like to hear your feedback. I do think all of this is possible on the platform right now, but it's just not that easy to use, and we don't have a mobile app. So once again, very much looking forward to having a mobile app where we can have this in our pocket, have this functionality in our pocket, and start paying people in cryptocurrency instantly and easily anywhere we're at in the world. All right. Have a good night.